welcome to Wrapped Up in Film. I'm Zoe. Let's talk about the hugely anticipated new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens. Now, before we get cracking with this, I wanted to get down to all the nitty-gritty and juicy bits, so I've waited a few days till after the release date. So this review contains spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, please don't watch any more because I don't want to ruin it all for you. Directed by J.J. Abrams, written by him too, and he's also brought back Lawrence Kasdan, who's also written Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which is great. So Lawrence Kasdan has injected some of that old school Star Wars magic that we all love. Let's talk about the cast. We've got all the golden oldies back that we absolutely love, and some fantastic newbies too. We've got Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, John Boyega, and of course Adam Driver playing the evil Kylo Ren. Daisy Ridley, she's great. I love that they've brought someone very new and fresh to this film. I don't connect with any other movie, so it makes it all more believable. She's watchable, she's cute, she's fun, she's extremely likeable, very, very beautiful looking. You really can't take your eyes off her. She's got great screen presence. She reminded me a little bit of Keira Knightley, which can only be a good thing. And I think she did a great job with this role. We've got John Boyega playing Finn. Very charismatic, but also extremely funny. Just naturally very, very funny. I can see where they cast him from Attack the Block. I really, really enjoyed his character, and he had a lovely relationship going on with Rey, and I'm really interested to know more. Is there going to be a possible romance blossoming here? Again, something I can't wait to watch in the next movie. Adam Driver. Again, he hasn't done too much. I know him from the TV series Girls, which he's awesome in. He's a fantastic actor, and I feel he's perfectly cast for this role. We've got that all-important scene on the bridge where he's there with his father, Han Solo. You know, this is powerful. This is what the first part of the movie's been building up towards. And it's for the first time you see just the inner torment that this poor guy has been through. You see a small glimpse of what he might have experienced, but I want to know more. What's happened to this guy that's made him hate his father so much? And sort of he's just banished himself away from his family. He's turned to the dark side. He just wants to kill everyone. There's just, he's got no soul left. He's got no heart left. You think that he might be turning on that bridge. You think, is he gonna forgive his dad? Is he, and suddenly he just swipes him down. I did see it coming. Maybe it's little inklings we've had because Harrison Ford's been saying that he should have been wiped out in the Return of the Jedi. So maybe we were expecting him to be killed off. Personally, I think the way it was scripted, you kind of know it's about to happen. I think it would have been really cool for it to be even more of a shock to the audience. But it was done really well. The cinema I was in, everyone just went, and it was great. And then you see Daisy Ridley, and you see how devastated she is. And it works well, and I think Adam Driver did a fantastic job. I mean, the acting in this movie compared to other Star Wars movies is of a much higher caliber, I feel. And I can't wait to see more of Driver's character, and I can't wait to find out what's happened to him. And the nostalgia continues. We've got Princess Leia back on our screens. Carrie Fisher, she wasn't in too many scenes. She did an okay job. I mean, she wasn't really given too much to work with. A really, really interesting scene was where her and Rey were consoling each other over the death of Han Solo. And you see something there. There's more there than just a friendship. They've only just really met. And she's sort of hugging her like she could be a possible mother figure, maybe? Absolutely awesome to see Harrison Ford back playing the smart-ass smuggler Han Solo that we all love. He hasn't really changed much, and Harrison Ford is looking really good in this film. I was really worried that he sort of appear a little bit of an oldie and it wouldn't quite work, but it did, and he was amazing. I just love the banter that he has with Chewie. That's all back, that brings back memories of when I was a kid watching this, and I know the audience just love it too. And he's got this lovely relationship happening with Rey, and I love it when they're in the spaceship and they're sort of fixing things, and he's, she's finishing his sentence and he's finishing her sentence. And again, we see there's something more here. There's a bond here. could he be a possible father figure? You know, has Princess Leia had a baby and not told him? He obviously didn't know that she's his daughter. So maybe Princess Leia's had a secret baby, a secret child, and she's banished Rey off to you know, so far away to keep her safe. Again, you know, I can't wait to see the next one because this is all going to be revealed. But yes, Han Solo, amazing. And the two lovable robots are back, C-3PO and R2-D2, and we've got a new little guy to love, BB-8. What a great job they've done with the sound. I mean, I love just all the, you know, boop, 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 boop. They've really brought his character to life. He's funny, and he's cute, and you really sort of feel for him. They brought the emotion across very, very well. We didn't see enough of R2-D2 in this film. He sort of comes to life at the very end, which is all a bit weird, and I think that could have been explained more. And I really hope in the next one we see them back as the double act, you know, C-3PO and R2-D2. I love the funny little jokes. You know, C-3PO is always sort of putting R2-D2 down, and I love all that. So again, you know, I can't wait to see that in the next movie. Captain Phasma. What the hell was that? Didn't work, didn't fit in. This is supposed to be someone of authority, you know, a real leader. And for me, it was just, you know, comedic. And hopefully it'll get sort of changed and written out in the next one. Another great scene is where we fly to Kakadana and we meet Maz Kanata in this really quirky, crazy bar. It would have been really nice to sort of see more of the fun characters, because that's one of the things we love about Star Wars, these nuts sort of alien type creatures. It would have been nice to see a little bit more of that. And we've got a real turning point here, because this is where Rey finds Luke's lightsaber. And, you know, what's the lightsaber doing there? Please comment below, like, let's talk about this. What's it doing there? She has these visions, these visions where you see that she is connected to this in a way. What's the connection? You know, is it just the Jedi Force, or is she connected to Luke in a way? Hopefully this will all be unraveled and explained in the next movie. Supreme Leader Snoke. What did you guys think? I don't think that really worked. It was this sort of, you know, huge projection. I thought he reminded me a little bit of the character Voldemort from Harry Potter, and I didn't find him terribly scary. I wasn't threatened by him, and you know, he's supposed to be this dark lord that everyone is absolutely terrified of. I didn't think it worked. But hey, you know, we're going to meet him in the next movies, hopefully as a real person. So it'll be really interesting to see sort of how that works. J.J. Abrams has done a bloody blinding job directing this movie, and it's nice to see he's got rid of all those lens flares that were annoying so many people in Star Trek. And what I just love about this film is it's so real. It's real sets, there's more real special effects, they've got rid of a lot of the CGI, incredible battle sequences, the costumes are great. The theme tune! In the cinema I was in, when the theme tune kicked in for the first time, everyone went crazy. It's just so magical to see, and that's what he's done. He's brought back the magic. And I loved it. They've done a cracking job at reintroducing us to the old characters, introducing us to new characters, having a story that works and that sort of slots in with all of the old movies. It really motors along, and you know, that deserves a round of applause, which is exactly what it got in the cinema that I was in, and I'm sure all around the world. Mark Hamill. For the whole movie, I was just waiting. I was waiting to see Luke. I was like, when are we going to see Luke? And at the very, very end, we see him. He doesn't even say anything. Obviously, you know, he's wearing this cloak. He's banished himself away. What's made him sort of turn into such a hermit? You know, he's distanced himself from his family, from people that he loves. Really reminds me a little bit of Obi-Wan Kenobi from A New Hope. And actually, just mentioning that, this whole movie actually sort of mirrors A New Hope. It's very, very similar. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I think they've stayed in a very, very safe zone. I mean, they know it's what people love. Really interested to see your thoughts on that. So please comment below. But yeah, I mean, you know, we're just teased at the end, aren't we? We're just teased with Luke at the end, and then bam, ends. What a cliffhanger! Actually ending on a cliff. But I loved it. Brilliant. Everyone is going to be held in suspense until the new film is released. Right, I'm going to rate this movie now. I'm going to give this movie a cracking 91%. Not only is it an exceptionally well put together film, but for me, you know, it's all the nostalgia. It reminds me of when I was a little kid. The magic's there, it's fun and it's adventure, and thank God it did not disappoint. Yay! Okay, so that's enough for now. Please subscribe to my show. I've got loads more reviews coming, and comment, let me know what you think. And goodbye until then. See ya!